Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Morgan. Bid you all welcome back to Elex. Let's take a look at what we got here. Our next main mission. I don't know why this is still showing up as a main mission. I'm a little concerned about that. That means that's something we're probably going to have to do at some point. But we can turn it down for Logan. I don't really know what that does. But, yeah, really all we got otherwise is to talk to Thorald, who is up here.
Yeah, that's doing all right.
Actually, if we're gonna do this, I think I want Kaya with us. So, I feel like she's gonna have something more interesting to say about it. Ray doesn't really seem to have a whole lot of interest in the whole world at large. Crony doesn't have anything whatsoever. I don't think Duress gets any new character quests. I wonder how this guy's making progress on this raider here.
You said the reactor coil needs replacing?
Yeah, that thing won't last more than 2 kilometers.
Then what do we do now? I need that raider operational.
Yeah, but where are we supposed to get an X-48 reactor coil? The only place I can think of is a set of ruins in western Edan. There's an old research lab there.
I've been there, I didn't find one.
Basement, which is how it survived the fall. I've been there before, and there were a lot of bits of tech that our modern stuff is based on. Have a look at what you can find there. Chances are there could be a replacement reactor coil. There's so much to fix around.
Well, I swear I scoured that place, but I guess it's really hard to find everything in a big old ruin like that.
If outlaws...
Yeah, Duress doesn't have shit. Alright, Kaya. Let us go talk to Thorald, I guess. Actually, why don't we go after that reactor coil first? I'm curious.
Such ugly buildings.
That fucking troll really does not want to leave us alone every time we show up. So it's in the cellar somewhere, which is down there. We've been down there. I don't remember how to get down there. I hate that all these things have moved back in. I don't even know where to find them. Ah, but they're everywhere. Just kill it, would you? Whoa! I'm falling. Alright, I found the basement. I can't see. I'm blind. Fucking hell. I can't see what I'm doing. It is pitch black down here. This is not good. Hello! Guess he found the stairs. Still more coming, I can hear them. Rah, rah, rah. Wow, there's a lot. I can't get near him with you in the way. Alright, done. What horrible shit. God, there's still more out there, I can hear him. Fuck it, let's kill him. Can't be sitting here with that thing growling and snarling at us all day. Gonna get on my nerves. Yeah, see if I care about your toxins. Where the hell is it? Oh god. I think it was a Moloch.
Look out!
Take that, you sorry fool. Fucking blast your ass. Oh yeah, thank you, hot stuff. Might as well just wipe this place out. Fuck all y'all things. What the fuck? Damn it all. Really? God. I swear like chapter 3 just hit like turbo mode on these things. Should tell Zardom to like cool it with his fucking breeding program. These things are getting out of hand.
Not good. Not good at all.
It's fine. I've already laid waste to everything here. Alright, we're looking for a reactor coil.
There's something wrong here. Something very wrong. The doctor banned me from his lab right before the breakthrough. I'm gonna call Laurie. I know that will get me fired worse if they find out, but Laurie is the only one I know who can find out what's going on. I believe in this project. Why are they hiding these results?
Is Laurie that journalist who was like sneaking about? That is curious. Okay, here's the laboratory. Gotta imagine the doodad is down here. But where? Eh? Whoa. Kaya, what the hell are you doing down there? Get away from that thing. You don't know what's in there. I'm pretty sure it just killed her. Holy shit. Get down there. Oh my god. What have we just stumbled on? Meow, 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 meow. God damn it. So many fucking rot boars. And rot molks. I can't help but laugh every time. Whoops. I just blasted the Jesus out of all of us. Every time, like, I dodge a charge attack from a rot boar and Kaya just fucking eats it. That just, like, never ceases to amuse me. Powerful healing potion, eh? Alright. See what wonderful treasures and secret. Oh my goodness. This is gonna be bad. Oh goodness gracious. Ooh, Dawkins' memoirs. Dr. Charles Adams, Adam Charles Dawkins. Where is it? I was a leading scientist working on the most important project in Magdalen's history, but the work became meaningless. For now, there is a good chance that instead of success, I could witness the extinction of our entire species. I was hired by Infinite Skies to join their team exploring the opportunities in space travel. My specialism was the movement of deep space objects far beyond anything we were capable of constructing. I was given the job, and the pay was a convincing argument. Whilst others were exploring the technology involved in space travel, I worked on the detection of deep space objects. That was when we detected the comet. At first, it didn't fit any of our gravitational models. Instead of orbiting our sun, it was heading directly for us. The board didn't want to hear about it. Bad news was not why they created our division, so we were supposed to sell dreams, not nightmares. Years after I first detected it, even my incompetent colleagues started to confirm what I had told them. It's only then that the rescue project came into being. So, I wonder now. Maybe Infinite Sky... Dawkins! Dawkins is gonna be the prophet, or Arvid. I think that's what's gonna happen. He's gonna be the prophet Arvid. Okay, there's the thingamajig. Kaya, can you learn anything here? Oh my. So I wonder, like, Infinite Skies obviously became the clerics. But I wonder if, like, the division between, like, the stuffed suits in charge who were making sure that the bad news didn't get out. I wonder if, like, they're a separate group from the ones who wanted... The ones who were, like, doing the research and wanted to try and, like, save people. Obviously, Dawkins and, like, the rest of them didn't always agree. And there was that one guy who said we had to get rid of Dr. Dawkins. But... I wonder if, like, the Infinite Skies Corporation and, like, the faction who broke the news to the media were, like, kind of split up and became different groups in the post-apocalypse. 5517. I gotta figure out where to use that. There's Dr. Dawkins. Bald motherfucker he is. Why is all this Elex down here? What were they doing with it? See, I was under the impression at first that the Infinite Skies might have actually brought the comet somehow. Like they had some reason for trying to get it, to try and, like, access it. And either inadvertently or intentionally put it on a crash course with the planet. But that doesn't seem to be the case. It seems like it was something that they... You know, something that was just going to happen and they just found out.
No.
Damn. Damn. Got it.
Too easy.
Wow. Probably one of the most profitable chests we've ever opened. Okay, now I think we're done with everything here. I'm surprised I found that switch, because, like, I caught a glimpse of it popping up. And then... like, for some reason, it, like, disappeared. I wasn't sure I actually saw it until I just, like, idly clicked, and apparently it was still in view, even though the little, like, subtitle wasn't there anymore. Alright. We're about halfway done with this map. Once I shove this piece on there.
That isn't going to work.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Oh, it opens the safe. Man, maybe I should look for the rest of those pieces. Frankly, I can't be bothered with, like, the kind of quests that are, like, puzzles that depend on you just, you know, looking in every nook and cranny for something without any kind of reference or guidance. That's not the kind of quest that I'm really into. Alright, well, let's hand this piece over.
There's so much to... There's so much...
I have the Kajigger. Why can't I give it to you? Alright, I guess I'll have to give it to him later. Didn't update it as a quest for some reason. Oh well. Alright, Mr. Pilgrim. Hopefully you've learned something that can help us. So, Zardom, let's just kind of go over this before we do this. Zardom wants us to basically finish our mission, which is to find out what Thorald and what the Berserkers are capable of when it comes to mana and the transmutation of Elex. And Zardom does not want him to be capable of that. Which disturbs me, because obviously that still serves the Alv's needs. So Zardom might be kind of like a treacherous red herring of sorts. Someone who's going to put us off our course. He might be a deliberately placed agent of the Alvs, knowing that we were going to search for help, and probably trying to appeal to our sympathies in having another renegade Alv, especially because we've been helping the Separatists thus far. Sending us a renegade Elexitor to try and win our trust and get us to finish our mission before destroying us. That disturbs me, but if push comes to shove and we end up in a fight with Thorald, I'm gonna try my best to find a way around it. Because I do not want to kill him. I do not want this to be the end of it. I do not want to serve the Elves. I definitely don't feel like doing what Zardom wants, without question, is the way to go. So let's be careful here.
You've had your warning. You need to leave.
I know about your plan to stop the hybrid.
My plan to stop the hybrid? What exactly do you think you know? And how did you get that information?
I can help you. I know my way around the Ice Palace. I can get you to the hybrid.
The only people who have been inside the Ice Palace are Alps. So, what are you? A separatist? A spy? Or a liar?
I am an Alb. Well, I was before the Elex cleared my system. It was my raider that was shot down in the mountains near Goliath. I was betrayed by my own people, and I want to know why.
So, you want my help to get revenge? That's not the best motive. I trust you. You get your revenge. And then what's to stop you taking Elex and turning back into an owl?
If you've gotten to the Ice Palace by that point, what do you care?
What's to say you aren't still serving the hybrid?
The fact you're still breathing.
Let's say you're speaking the truth. Tell me what the hybrid knows about my plans.
That you are researching the properties of Elex. That you're planning to transmute it into mana. That gives you power, and makes Elex both unusable by the hybrid, and poisonous to Albs.
You've been told nothing that couldn't have been guessed at.
When my raider crashed, I was on a mission to find you to learn more. If the hybrid still wants that information, they'll send someone else to finish the mission, and to kill you.
I've dealt with several Albs that have tried.
And it's delayed you and your research each time. Whatever the hybrid is doing, he's close to succeeding. He has time on his side. You don't.
And? What do you want in return for helping me?
Whatever is happening in Zakor has to be why someone sabotaged my mission and had me set for execution. We both need to get into the Ice Palace.
Then you're out of luck. There's no way to get in unnoticed. You won't even make it up the ramp to the gates.
Not alone, but you have a plan to get in. Take me with you.
You've talked. You said nothing. Now do as I asked and leave.
I trained with the Elexitors. I know how they think. I know my way around the Ice Palace. Do you really think you can reach the hybrid without me?
I'm supposed to trust you with the future of Magellan? Based on a few words? No. If you want me to believe you can get me into the Ice Palace, then first you show me that you can get inside an Alb converter. If you want me to believe you will help me stop the hybrid, then you get inside each of those converters and you shut them down. When all 5 of those converters have stopped, then I will believe you.
We're most of the way there.
You expect me to deactivate all 5 converters?
Those machines have fed the Albs for too long.
Oh, another flashback. Kaboom.
The less Elex the Albs have, the weaker they become, and the safer it is for the rest of our world. Will you help us?
The Albs aren't the only ones killing people. The free people kill Albs and they kill each other.
True, but we've made peace before. And we might find it again by coming together to fight the Albs. All the free people is linked. If Ulbricht launches his offensive against the Albs and the clerics fail, then the Albs will conquer Ignadon and take control of all the Elex there. That will damn us as sure as the Albs defeating us here.
You should hold only the Elexitors and the hybrid responsible for the converters.
So, all the other Albs are their victims too? They're controlled by the Elexitors? Well, we will see if that is true once the hybrid and the Elexitors are gone. Until then, they are the enemy.
What do you know about the Elexitors?
What we know, we've learned from prisoners. That means I know who you are, Commander Jax. We learned recently it was you who had crashed. I know too that your father Wardek didn't leave Zakor under orders. He fled to Abessa.
Whoa.
Wardek, I've received reports of problems with the production of Elex in Edan.
Yes, the converter there is inactive. It went offline hours ago.
A technical malfunction should have been repaired by now.
This is more than a malfunction. I think the Berserkers have attacked the converter. I suspect it has been overrun.
The hybrid would have seen that.
Then speak to the hybrid, Parsec. I'm telling you what I know.
You don't speak to the hybrid unless you are summoned.
Then get yourself summoned. We need to know what's going on and why he has withdrawn. We cannot implement the will of the hybrid if he doesn't tell us what it is, or if we lose any more converters.
Are you questioning the hybrid? Whatever has happened to the converter must be his will. It is not our place to question his ways. It is our duty to serve his will. You and your sons.
We know our place, Parsec. We serve the hybrid.
Whoa.
It sounds
Family
like he
threads
too
just
has
get
enemies in
deeper.
the Ice Palace.
That makes no sense.
Wardek left without an escort. There are Alb forces searching for him. We've captured some of them. Wardek has joined the Separatists in Abessa. I see I know more about your own people than you do.
If you know so much, then you can tell me who shot my raider down.
Until you told me different, I had assumed it was mechanical trouble. If we could shoot Alb raiders down, we'd do it more often. What I can tell you is it wasn't us. You might have been flying over Edan, but no Berserker caused your crash.
Then was it the Separatists?
Near Goliath? That's unlikely. From what you've told me, I'd say it was from your own people.
No Alb would dare. I was on a mission ordered directly by the hybrid.
Ha! Albs kill each other all the time. Fail a mission and you're executed. Run and you're shot in the back. Or in your case, Calyx came to have you executed. Yes, I had heard that too.
Calyx serves the hybrid. He was following the directive. Fail a mission and die.
And, had you failed? Certainly your raider crashed, but you were in Edan. Your mission had only just started. It sounds more like someone wanted it stopped.
No Alb can refuse an order from the hybrid.
Wardek has fled. Calyx was answering orders. If you ask me, you should be looking to the actions of Zardo.
Wow. I'm not really sure what's going on. There was a huge plot dump here. This is kind of
If
overwhelming.
I'm to help you reach the Ice Palace, I need help repairing an Alb raider.
An Alb raider would definitely be an asset. How badly damaged is it?
It won't fly right now, but if I had access to spares, I could get it to fly again.
Well, you won't find stockpiles of Alb spares around here. But that is your choice. You know the task you have been set. If you want my help, you must shut down those converters.
What are you going to do?
That is none of your business. You have your task. I have mine. Succeed in yours, and perhaps I will tell you more of my plans. Until then,
Trust must be earned.
I hope you are what you say you are. Come to me when you have something to report.
Do you really believe you can transmute all of the Elex on Magellan at once?
Removing Elex from this world is our best hope, but it is far from simple to achieve.
The converters you wanted destroyed. The converter in Ignadon is still operational. The converter in West Zakor is still in operation. It's the most heavily guarded. The Alps are still fueling their converter in East Zakor.
Then you know what you must do next.
That's a lot more converters than I thought there were.
Until those converters are silent.
Jeez. I didn't even know there was a converter in Ignadon. I thought there would have been, but I have not seen where it is. It ain't up there. That's east. Where's the west? We dealt with that one. Where's the West Zakor one? I don't know where any of these are. Can you get out of here with this thing? Damn it all. Alright, well, I got that. I guess we can do it now. Zardom is allegedly responsible for the attack on my raider. Ooh. That would fit with what I'm afraid of. I mean, he maybe is not a rogue agent, but maybe he shut me down. You didn't want the hybrid to know what Thorald was capable of, but now that I've survived and he knows it was my mission, he still wants to know for his own sake, so, maybe there's something to that. My father, Wardek, the Elf Commander, has joined the Separatists. Jesus. I think that's going to be our next step. My orders were to acquire the Pilgrim's research and then kill him. Jeez. Okay, so we gotta go speak with this Ulbricht fellow who... I realized I never spoke with him. Even though, like, I'd heard his name. For some reason, I just never spoke to the fellow. Alright, so where's this? That's not Ignadon! Alright, so these must be converters like I thought they were, but they're gonna be the most heavily defended. So that's the one that's considered to be an Ignadon, which I had thought about, but I didn't think it was. But yeah, I guess it is. Before we do that, though, I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to go speak with Sestak and see if he can give us a lead on where our father is. I privately mused, I don't think I ever said it out loud, but I'd privately mused on whether or not the Alves actually, like, reproduce. I mean, obviously, they had to in some way, but I wonder... Is it a matter of them, like, actually... like, boning and shit, or if they actually just, like, do... you know, test tube babies and that kind of thing. But evidently, family ties still seem to be strong. You know... maybe Calyx... is not the best example, but, like, there was a period of time where we seemed to have strong familial bonds. Why did you guys just let this thing hang out so damn close? And, like... yeah, you know, he was all like, I'm proud to be your brother. And... we... like, Wardek's sons were used as a threat against him, so... it seems that family ties... do have some leverage, even with the Alps. But I don't know how deep that runs.
Which one of you convinced Wardek to join your cause?
No one did. Your father chose to join us himself. I hope that you too can see the strength of our cause. But perhaps your father can convince you. He has been waiting to speak to you since you arrived in Abessa.
Where is he? Where the hell is he? Oh, you've been standing there the whole damn time. You haven't said a word.
Father, Jax, so it's true. You are alive. I hadn't dared to hope.
So, you left Zakor? Have you stopped taking Elex too?
I am trying, but it's difficult. You must have experienced the problems of Elex withdrawal yourself.
I was unconscious during the worst of it. My body was already drained of Elex when I awoke.
There is more to the changes than just the physical. It is how your mind copes with the rejection of all that you have known, all that you have been in life. Tell me, what do you make of the world you have discovered since leaving Zakor?
Now, before we humor his curiosity here, this is like really like out there and off topic, but I've always kind of wondered if like an like induced coma could be like an addiction therapy for like really intense like addictions. Cause like the biggest part is like detox and getting used to like your body, at least with a physical dependency, your body getting used to not having it and like operating without it. And I wonder if like inducing a coma in somebody until they've basically like completely detoxed and their body's gotten used to like not needing it and being in like a low like what do they call it? Almost like suspended animation kind of state would make it easier to like wake up and just start living without it. I don't know if that's ever been studied or wondered about as like a therapy, but if anybody is like any of my viewers with a kind of medical background maybe can tell me why that would be a terrible idea.
The free people are capable of resisting the Albs. We are told we are superior, but the Albs have failed to crush them, or their spirit.
That will change soon. The first Alexitor, Tarek, is assembling his troops before the gates of the Ice Palace. He will make his move and he will succeed in conquering the lands of the free people. We have to stop him, or our people will perish.
What are you doing here with the Separatists?
I had no other choice. I tried to stop Tarek in Zakor, but he realized my plans. He would have killed me if I had stayed. I hope that I can still make a difference from here. I can help to bring a halt to Tarek's plans. His blind obedience of the hybrid endangers all our people.
What is it he's doing that threatens the Albs? Why is Tarek such a danger?
Tarek is a puppet. He has given his will to the hybrid. The hybrid and his new directive dominate our people. And soon, Tarek will dedicate all our people, the whole of the fighting strength of Zakor, to an invasion of the lands of the free people. All this death for one purpose. Greater power to the hybrid. I say we need to find another way. One that does not lead to our ruin.
You served the directive to obtain all Elex for the hybrid. What changed your mind?
What happened to our search for knowledge? What happened about our evolution? What about researching the nature of Elex? All those were key to the Alb people, and all have been dominated by the hybrid's demand for Elex. A lot has changed at the Ice Palace since the coming of the hybrid, and the pace of that change is only accelerating. The hybrid tells us nothing of this future he sees. He is obsessed with his own evolution, and that is only attainable through the consumption of ever greater quantities of Elex. No Alb, no free person will be allowed to stand in his way. I still believe in serving the Albs of Zakor, but to achieve that, I now know that the hybrid must be removed from the Ice Palace.
If that's the case, then why are you still, like, abstaining from Elex. Because it seems like that's still something elves want to be able to do.
If the hybrid's evolution is not yet complete, shouldn't we ensure he reaches his final form?
With all the sacrifices we've made, with all the blood he once spilled, has he told us what he will achieve if he attains that? How do we know what he will become? No. My loyalty ended on the day of your execution. I will not sacrifice my son for the ideals of that machine.
Then we should ask the hybrid what he will become. We should know what we are choosing between.
Do you think the hybrid will talk to us? To him, we have no more free will than the mutants he commands. You know the price that an owl pays to reach the highest ranks in Zakor.
Yeah? Oh, okay. I was waiting for that.
You summoned me, Master?
Calax, you have proven yourself loyal to the directive. You are efficient. You obey your orders. Those are the marks of a true alb. I have watched you and your brother, and the honor you have brought to your father. You will all have a part to play in the events that are to come. Are you ready to play that part, Calax? Will you join those chosen to evolve?
The hybrid's will is above all. I will serve the hybrid.
And so it shall be. Open your mind to me, Calax. Know my thoughts and serve the directive.
Whoa.
You and your brother were the strongest warriors at the Ice Palace's command. Strong, intelligent, iron-willed. No one could equal you. And now look at you. Today, you are an outcast.
I suspect that my failure in execution was planned by someone at the Ice Palace.
I share those suspicions, but I have yet to find any proof.
My raider being shot down, the Albs being nearby to carry out my execution. The chances of those things happening without being planned.
But the questions are why and who. The only cause I can think of is your free will. All other Albs took the hybrid's favor as an honor. You questioned it. But who ordered your death? Who coordinated it? That, I don't know.
What about Zardom? It's obvious he's planning something. Could his plans involve killing me?
Now that he has left the Ice Palace, he would have no reason to do that. Zardom was always set on becoming First Alexitor. If he thought you were an impediment to that, he would have no hesitation in having you killed. But now he's here, out of Zakor, who knows what his plans are?
I know Zardom wanted my raider shot down. Zardom knew I was flying to Adan, and he knew the purpose of my mission.
Well, if that is true, I don't know how he knew that information. No. Zardom was already in exile when you received your orders from the hybrid.
Then someone at the Ice Palace must have got that information to him.
If Zardom is behind this, then he had help. But why would another Alb communicate with an exile?
You know, these are very good questions, but the circumstances are a bit too convenient to just write it off just because we don't have all the answers.
What about my brother, Calax?
I don't believe that. I am sure if your brother is involved, it is only as an instrument. He must be being used by other people. He would only have carried out the execution if he had orders to do so.
What about the hybrid?
The hybrid needed you and your skills to achieve his aims. While your free will may have made you stand out, your will is nothing to the hybrids. You were under his control and offered no threat. Besides, If he wanted you dead, he could have had you shot without the need for this intricate plan.
What about the first Elexitor, Tarek?
He has the power and the intellect to plan something like this. But he is no longer himself. These days he is merely a vassal to the hybrid. I don't think he possesses the ability to think as freely as this. I don't think he would do this without orders from the hybrid.
So who do you think is behind this?
I don't know. Even if there is someone behind this, I think you will learn his name on the day you stride up the great ramp to the Ice Palace.
Where is Calyx now?
Your brother knows you are still alive. He is looking for you. He wants to finish what he started and prove his loyalty. After all, technically, he failed in his mission to execute you. He will want to remedy that. That is why he is traveling alone. He is currently in the mountains of Abessa on the border of Zakor, awaiting information on your whereabouts. Have no doubt, he will strike as soon as he knows where you are.
That's 3 flashbacks in one conversation. Oh, guess not.
You both join together. The death of either of you weakens us all.
It is far too late for us to be reconciled.
There must be a way to free him from the hybrid. He's a slave like Tarek. If you could free him from the hybrid's will, then you could both be reconciled.
And if he comes for me in the meantime, I will fight him rather than die myself.
If that is your fate. But you think clearly and independently now, Jax. You can decide your own destiny.
Damn. I don't know. I'll do my best to avoid him. I was thinking of just going straight for him. Mountains, I mean, there's a lot of mountains between here and there, so looking for him isn't going to be easy. I'm so tempted to find out where he is, but I am not. I'm going to avoid that until I can find a way to hopefully not have to fight him. Can we get down there? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, am I swimming? Huh. I'm not sure what I expected, but that wasn't it. Hey, well, let's exhaust his dialogues here.
When did you last see my brother?
A few days ago, maybe? Calyx was ordered back to the Ice Palace. The forces of Zakor are preparing for something. We should expect an attack soon.
I have discovered Zardom's secret. He has control of a mutant force.
I knew he must have a plan. The question is what he intends to do with them. Whatever he says about his motives, I find it hard to believe that he has turned his back on his past. I think we will need to watch Zardom carefully.
The Pilgrim Thorald is key to the fight against the hybrid.
Then there is another who will fight to take control of Zakor.
I don't think Thorald has any interest in taking the throne in the Ice Palace. He's seeking to defend Idan.
The Berserkers have their own plans for Magalan. Their goals will always be a threat to ours. Never forget that all the free people have their own agendas.
As do you.
Yes, but mine is clear. As are the results of my actions. You cannot say the same of others. Offer people power, and they will take it. That includes the Pilgrim.
Perhaps the question is, whose goals are truly in the best interest of the rest of the world? So far, nobody's really had me convinced. Everybody wants conquest. Everybody wants dominion. Nobody really seems prepared to live with anybody else. So far, only the Berserkers and the Clerics have shown any willingness to get along. Oh, I don't have the frickin' thing anymore. I forgot I took the amulet off. Put that sucker back on. Was that it? Yeah. Alright, well, we've got a lot to do all of a sudden. Chapter 3 seems like it's going to be a bigger deal than Chapter 2 was. So, maybe before we move on, let's just review everything we got. Patience. Death of a genius, we're not doing that. Oh yeah, let's turn that sucker in. Now, hopefully this guy will finally take it.
I found a replacement reactor coil for the Raider.
Hey, yeah, that'll do it. That is a miracle right there. Right, I'll get to work and install it now.
Another flashback. Now, I've noticed there's been occasions with the flash and no scene after that, so I think what's happening is that was a duplicate scene that we got before, and they were just making sure that we got it if we didn't already. So it played the flash but didn't play the scene because they were stupid and left that in.
To wearing the clothing of the free people. Why did they turn against the directive?
Their unit was cut off from their Elex rations. They developed emotions.
They grew weak. Once their Elex rations were restored, they should have seen the truth of that. Instead, they killed their own kind and ran. I want to know if they had help in escaping.
Whatever the cause, this isn't isolated. Several groups of separatists have broken from our ranks recently.
Separatists? You mean traitors? Do you think someone could be deliberately tampering with the Elex rations? We should send word to all units. Any signs of emotion must be reported immediately. We will remain vigilant to the enemy within, as well as without.
So speaks a true Alb. I am proud of you both. Your strength, your commitment to the cause, they are known throughout Zakor.
We will bring you only honor, Father. The directive stands above all.
Duty and honor stand above all. Without them, we are nothing.
This is nice. I'd like to spend some time here. When all this is over.
It's weird how they still embrace concepts like duty and honor, which seem like contrived, like, matters of emotion, but maybe it's deliberately, like, the only emotion that, the hybrid still tries to get them to embrace, to try and keep some kind of community. If they're all just acting logically for, like, a hive mind, none of them have the intelligence to think for themselves. And none of them really have strong motivation, just kind of act like ants. So it might be deliberate. Who really knows? Alright. So what else we got going on? Old obligations. Defective raider. We already did that. I guess we'll go report to this Ulbricht fellow, since he has a plan that seems to be significant for our needs.
I have nothing to say to a berserker.
Really, because we were on such good speaking terms just a little while ago. Even when you knew what I was. And fucking Logan doesn't have that much trouble talking to me. The man himself. I don't know why I never came up here to speak with you before.
Yes, the newcomer. Now, there is a face that shows the world as it is. Conflict, friendship, betrayal, and trust. Let me get a look at you. Whatever you have seen, you are free of it now. You've reached us here.
This is the worst place to come for that. The clerics define themselves by the past.
The past sets rules for us to follow. But for individuals, each must have a chance to rewrite themselves.
I need to talk to you.
Then talk. Tell me what you want.
The clerics say that they are leading the fight against the Alps. But do you really expect you can beat them with the forces you have here in the Horde?
Faith is a weapon that can achieve much. I believe in Kalan. I believe in the technology he's given us, and in the men and women who carry it. We clerics were the first of the factions to rise after the ashes of the Comet, and while other alliances have come and gone, we have prevailed. So, we shall continue to do so, if it is Kalan's will that we should do so. But, if you ask me if we can hold out against the Berserkers, the Outlaws, and the Elves, then I would ask whose interest would the destruction of the Horde serve? And the answer can only be the Elves. You've seen them. The converters they build on our lands. The will of Kalan shall be made real. We will drive them from the converter in the north and from the lands of all the free people. The clerics shall prevail, and I hope that other factions can realize this in time to save themselves.
You need to find someone to unite the factions.
We must work together if we are to survive. But we must work together with Kalan to lead us all. We must find a way to persuade the other factions to agree to work with us. Then together we can destroy the Albs. I need an ambassador for this task. Someone who can take my proposals to the other factions, but to know if you're suitable for this role, I must know who you are. And I need an honest answer.
I don't know who I am now, but I was Jax, an Alp commander.
And you walk in here and confess that? Since when do Albs come to talk? Are you lying? Or are you here to kill me? Draw your weapon here, and this cathedral will be a grave to both of us.
I'm not here to kill you. I was Jax. Now, I'm trying to find out who I am.
Then, you have renounced the hybrid and joined the Free People?
I am free from Elex. I'm exiled from the Ice Palace. I was betrayed, and now I'm being hunted by my own people.
So you're here seeking protection? To save your own skin? Or have you really escaped the Elex and seen the life there is outside Zekor? Commander Jax, the Alb, standing here. That is not something I would have believed. Yet, here you stand.
I was a wanderer. Now, I seek a cause.
Well, whoever you were shouldn't matter. The present counts for all, and yesterday for little. Kalan says the past is there to teach us, not to judge us. Renounce your past, and you can come to Kalan in wisdom. That will take courage. And in these bleak days, courage is vital if we are to save this world. But you must have questions. Ask, and may Kalan bring you enlightenment.
Are the Alps still attacking the Horde?
It has been some time since their last major assault. But I'm sure you know that already, Commander Jax. By the attacks we suffered took too many brave souls. Souls who would have been better improving Magalan than lying in graves. The death of Judicator Johann was a particular shot. But for the price that was paid, there was one exacted, and the Albs haven't attacked us in such strength again. Well, that is my hope. They could simply be massing for a bigger assault. We've had time to retrain, regroup, but it is hardly a secret that we are short of personnel. So, if you are here working for the Albs, you'll see nothing that's not known already. And we know that the Albs have used the time to entrench themselves deeper at that damned converter of theirs. Perhaps securing that was the extent of their plans, or perhaps they're just waiting for us to attack it before they strike again.
What do you know about the Alp forces? The most recent information I have is that Commander Uruk has 3 garrisons supported by fighting machines and colossi.
Then I can only hope they haven't brought up any more reinforcements.
Look for an attack or strike first.
The converter has to be taken out of operation. It is the only way to free Ignadon, and the longer they sit there, the more time they have to prepare. We need to attack the converter, but it will take a major offensive, and that will cost us in lives and material.
Why have you waited so long to attack? Surely they get stronger while you're waiting.
The answer to that should be obvious when you walk around the Horde. While our production lines have made up for our losses in fighting machines, they can't do the same with people. And the death of Judicator Johann has left us with another issue. The shortage of a commander with real field experience.
Oh?
What about you? Can you lead the attack?
No, no, no. That is far from my skill set. Logistics, defense, and interpreting Kalan's commandments are where my strengths lie. We need someone like you. An experienced commander. Someone who understands the Alps. What about you? You've seen the world. You must understand something of the Alps. Will you fight with us? Soldier or commander, we need people who've seen the world.
I don't know. My memories of those times are only fragments. But I'm sure I was betrayed so someone could take my place.
No? Well, humility is an important trait in a leader. Or do you have another reason for not wanting to be considered?
If that is so important, why entrust it to someone who has just walked in through your doors? Do you always trust people so easily?
I trust my faith. And there is something about you that tells me you have a part to play in all that will come. Faith will show me the way. But perhaps you are intended for a different role. Will you go out as an ambassador to the free people? Speak to those who lead the other factions. Find me someone with experience. Someone independent. Someone who can lead. That in itself will give you a hand in shaping all our futures.
I will find you your experienced commander.
Good. Then go out to the other free people. This commander will be a symbol of the need for us all to work together. Be they separatist, berserker, or outlaw. Find someone with experience of leading troops in battle. Someone willing to risk themselves to stop the Alps. Someone willing to lead from the front by example.
You sound like you really believe we will find someone out there.
Faith and necessity sometimes breed hope. You should ask the leaders of the other factions if they will take on this role. If they decline, try their commanders. May Kalan and good fortune be with you.
I don't think any leaders are gonna fight on your behalf, but yeah, maybe we can convince a commander. Now, I wonder if this is a choice, because I know one particular individual that we can choose for this. I don't know if that's the only option or if we can actually pick other people. I'm wondering if the best choice is to go with somebody from one of our own factions. But that probably isn't the way they do it, seeing as if we were a cleric, we wouldn't really be able to pick somebody. So, we will worry about that next episode. I'm going to check in with Zardom again. See if he has any insights.
It's dangerous here.
And probably question him about whether or not he attacked us.
Now, where is Zardom? Wherever he is. This gives me a good chance to look through his things.
Whoa, I was expecting him to just up and piss off like that. Alright, he's got some jerky. And shit paper.
Contact details for Ray. Research indicates he is capable of making the shot needed to hit the thruster on an Alb raider. Zardom used Ray to shoot down my raider. Ray. I am interested to hear what excuse he gives me this time.
Holy shit. That I was not expecting. What was this? Oh yeah, I never read this. Yeah, people at Infinite Skies did a lot of work. Wow. So this is pretty much confirming what I thought, that this Prophet Arvid has to be either Dawkins or somebody who is trying to follow in his footsteps and act like he's the guy. But this is interesting that Kalan... I thought Kalan might have been something like something that people kind of like misunderstood when they became the clerics and interpreted it as like a deity when it was something else. But I think that the Infinite Skies research actually determined that a higher power named Kalan does exist. Now that's interesting. Where's this letter? There it is. The word to trigger transformation from a jackal back to a human is Orion. Whoa. So he's been turning people into jackals? I thought jackals were like a natural life form at this point. Alright, well, Ray's got some serious fucking explaining to do. The twists in this game are just getting out of control.
A tame jackal? I've never met one like this before.
Orion! Why can't I say it? I know the word. Why can't I do it?
Ray, there is something you should have told me. Now is the time.
Okay, that tone is telling me something is wrong. Are you going to give me a clue?
Zardom.
Zardom? Zardom?
You know who I'm talking about.
Oh, well, yeah. The shit with your raider, yeah? I'm sorry. I was the guy that shot you out of the sky. I should have told you earlier, but you were so pissed about your armor, I thought, well, you'll probably kill me if I did.
Why did you do it?
I had no choice. Please, listen to me.
I'm listening.
It wasn't personal. Not from me. I took a job. A strange one. I didn't know who was hiring me. I was told to aim at the port on your raider. They gave me that information. I mean, at that point, you were just another owl. Now I know you, and I know you're more than that. And I didn't even get paid. He threatened me. He has my brother, Tom. He said he would kill him if I didn't help. He still has him.
He took your brother?
Yeah. I didn't know you. You were my enemy. And Zardom, he was gonna kill my brother. You have to understand that.
I do.
I couldn't tell you because of that. He is still threatening him.
Now I understand the note I read about changing a person into a jackal.
What? What are you talking about?
I think Zardom turned your brother into a jackal. He's among us, hiding in plain sight.
But, are you sure? You could be wrong. He could be lying.
We'll know for certain if we can find him.
But, how can we find Tom?
Not bad.
I think I know where your brother is.
What? Where? Tell me.
There's a friendly jackal at Origin. I think that jackal is your brother.
What?
I know that now.
We have to help him.
Yes.
He's right next to us.
I know how. In your contract with Zardom, I found the magical trigger that Zardom planted in your brother to turn him back.
Okay, but hurry up before someone accidentally shoots Tom.
Let's do it. You come with me.
Have you thought what you'll do when all of this is over?
Not important right now.
I can understand that. I've had to fight my entire life. Always thinking about what's just in front of me. You can only survive on Magellan if you're strong enough. If you focus on the things that are dangerous to you.
Yes.
You have to choose your friends carefully. And not just for the sake of survival. It's your friends or companions who make all this make sense. They make it worth fighting for.
So it seems for many people.
And believing in someone. That makes you wonder, what will you be once all this is over? Will you still remain as close?
I suppose that depends on the challenges that are to come.
Yeah, but it's not all about the challenges, is it?
Why? What else is there?
You understand. Just listen to your feelings.
We are right here for each other. For the future.
People trust you. You must prove worthy of that trust. You may have once been an owl. You've come to terms with your emotions. I respect you for that. I'm glad you see it that way.
Yes,
Listen, we should talk about it alone. Uninterrupted would be best.
Yes?
Yeah, we should.
Oh. Because I don't have a choice. Sorry, Ray, you're gonna have to wait.
When we met, I thought... Well, I didn't know what to think of you. A chancer, someone else out for what they could get. But here we are.
Yes, here we are. What's so special about here?
It's not here, not physically here, it's where we are. Two of us, our feelings?
Yes, we are closer than I thought we'd be.
Don't worry, you're not doing too badly for an alb. You'll get there.
Uh-oh. Oh, God. I was going through my hood. What are you doing standing on the bed? Alright, I will say they've handled that more delicately than any romance they've tried to do in the past. Not that they've really tried to do that many, but, it wasn't awful.
How are you?
Life is good. I like being here with you. You know that I love you, right?
Yes.
It's strange to say it, but an alb is the only person I know who can understand me. It's almost stranger than what we've learned about the Elex.
Alright. Well. Guess I'll let her recover. We've still got stuff to do. Made for a pleasant distraction. At least I didn't try and do... Oh yeah, I forgot about Paladin Pants. At least I didn't try to do like a weird-ass... you know, actual copulation scene. You know, nothing... And not trying to be the next Mass Effect, so thank God for that. Alright, let's do this shit with Ray before we call it a night, because I think he's eager to get this taken care of.
You know that? Being shot out of the sky did you some good.
Follow me.
Okay.
I don't think it's really your call to make, but, you know, so far it hasn't been too bad.
I'm going to get you out of here. Oh, Ryan.
What?
Whoa.
Ray? Is that you? Slow down. You're still a little dazed after what you went through.
What happened? The last thing I knew was that Elexiter.
Zardom. He transformed you into a jackal. But you're back now. You don't have an urge to scratch your ear with your foot, do you?
I can't remember what happened.
It's all right. The important thing is you are back again. Just sit down. You'll be fine. All right? You, of all people,
That's that.
I'm back. After everything. I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything.
When did you realize?
Just tell me any other secrets you have.
Obviously, I found out just in time.
Yeah, and I can't thank you enough for that. Oh, what have I done? Why did I deal with Zardom? All of this. You have to understand, I didn't know you, and now my brother?
You'd better be talking about Zardom.
Of course. You tried to help me, and I will pay off my debt to you, to the last shard, to the last drop of blood, I promise you. We still have a lot to do, so get your head straight, and let's get on with it.
Where is Zardom now?
I don't know. I really don't. My guess is that he's gone back to the Ice Palace. I mean, why else would he try and kill you? It has to do with Zakor, right?
You have a point.
Yeah, I don't feel like I can trust that Zardom fellow. He's just got too much going on. Even if he's not with the elves anymore, I don't like any of his plans, and he's definitely keeping too many secrets. Obviously, everyone he encounters is just a pawn for his own designs, so I'm not enthusiastic.
Worrying me about the raider.
What is it?
Well,
yeah?
No, I'll tell you when I'm sure. I need some more time to check it over. All right?
Well, you ran all the way over here to tell me.
There's so much to fix around.
You're scaring me.
I have to get my thoughts together. My mind's still a bit of a mess.
Alright, you take your time. Man, we did a lot here. I love how after all this duress, he's the guy who's been with us the longest. So far, he's like the least important companion we have. Everyone else has had these long quests, and yeah, he had that whole murder case and all that. But since then, he's been, like, doing nothing. And he just doesn't have anything to contribute to the story, at least not right now.
How do you think we're doing working together?
You are not the commander you...
Yeah, we've heard this. He's still pissed, but whatever. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call it here. I'm actually really surprised at how much has been going on lately. So, we've got a lot we still need to cover. I need to decide whether or not I'm going to go encounter Calyx. I don't think I want to do that right now, because if there is a chance we can save him, or at least make amends, I don't think it's going to happen by running into him now. We need to take some time to plan that out. But we've also got the converters to deal with. We need a commander to get Ulbricht's clerics to help us take down the one in Ignadon, but then we got to figure out the two biggest ones in Zakor. Once we deal with that, we need to find out what Thorald really has planned. So it seems like he's got big things going on. And we need to find out how Zardom truly fits into all this, so... Holy shit, this game is taking a turn. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all kindly for watching. Don't forget, as always, to follow me on Twitch. Subscribe to my stream archive channel. Links in the description below if you have not already. And we will see you next time. Have yourselves a wonderful night.